This color has inspired me, but I'm not gonna get too feral. I'm gonna do a warm brown crease. And then before I get started, I'm gonna put on a little bit of my line erase, the Laura Geller. I like to put this on, kind of smooth it out. A little goes a long way. Notice I didn't take it all the way over. That's because I like to use a dense brush, C32. And then I really push it in. I feel like this just works so perfectly. I'm so excited. I've definitely done a look like this before, but I'm in the mood. I'm taking this Laura Geller full coverage concealer. Now I have actually been able to wear this as a base, but I'm still gonna do a liquid shadow in the socket. And I'm just using this right now to kind of even out up here. C31. That Jean Bean hair I just put in there is optional, but I do recommend it. Now, I understand that buying a bunch of different liquid shadows, it can be very pricey, and I get that. But I also want to do a tutorial for people that do have liquid shadows and they have more than one, because they can be a little tricky to layer. They can. So I want to take my favorite About Face liquid shadow. This is the shade Capulets. And I did kind of make sure to, I'm making a mess. I just made sure there wasn't too much of that concealer in the socket where I'm about to place this. I'm going to take that same C31, and this is going to keep the pigment and it's going to melt it into that concealer really, really nicely. And notice that I'm leaving my lid space bare. So we used the C31 initially, and that really kind of created depth and kept it really nice and pigmented. I don't know if you know this, you might if you've been with me for a second. If we switch brushes to something fluffier, like the E29, I'm gonna be able to take, actually, you know what? This is also good. Sometimes that applicator can deposit too much, so let's put it here. I'm gonna grab half of it, and I wanna make sure I'm really knowing where it is on the brush. I didn't want it on the side, I want it on the center. I'm gonna start by just pressing, and then I'm gonna start buffing this and add just a little bit more, just to make sure that it's nice and smooth and blended. Perfect. We can even grab a little more if you want to. See how smooth this is, nice and even. Transition, because you can get a second transition from the same color by switching brushes. Something fluffier is just gonna be more diffused and lighter. A long time ago, I would have thought that I might have needed 3 shadows to get what I've got going on here, but I didn't. I just needed one brush, the Rose & Ben Beauty E29. I'm done. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but liquid shadows don't like bases. That's why I was even a little bit mindful of how much of that concealer was on my lid, whatever might have migrated. If you're having issues, I'm even gonna recommend taking a fluffy brush. Don't look at this brush. Just take a fluffy one and make sure that it's just lightly dusted over, because liquid shadow, it's meant to dry down and set by itself. So any kind of moisture underneath it, body oils, just being human, it doesn't really like that. So if you've ever struggled with one, it might have been that you had too much oil or you had a base underneath it. Not completely dry, but also just a little light dusting of powder really helps. It's actually one of my favorite shades of liquid shadow in my entire collection. This one's from Half Magic. It's called Lavi Winkle. I'm a menace today. I'm having fun. I want to do this eye off camera just to do a little reel because it is such a beautiful shade, but let's do it. Let's put it on. Scrumptious. Delightful. 11 out of 10. We want to take it all the way up and have it touch that first shade. Also, you want to be mindful of dry times, but it's nice and tacky right now, so I'm able to just kind of get it where I want it. Oh, that's pretty. Now I wiped off my C31 on Sheila, the denser brush, okay? I always think about making things easier. And for me, when it comes to the human face, it's not always flat. So that's why angles are so important to me in the brushes. So I'm gonna take this the angled side, and I'm going to start to stamp it and transition it. Here, let me see if I can do this here and then look into the mirror. Yep, okay, and then I'm going to start to stamp it into the first shade, Capulets. It's on my lid. Just give it a little transition in there, a little whispery soft one. Yeah, shh, don't spook it. It's really not that hard. The angle really does the work for you. And then the density. Then I'm going to take the tip of the bristles and just smooth this out. It's important that we get it nice and smooth across the lid so it doesn't crease. The more even it is, the more even it's going to dry. And if you get a little hair like me, because we got it so thin with the C31, we can even add more. Yeah, brighten it up. And then I'm just going to grab the C31. Apparently it grew legs and ran away. Apparently I don't know what I am working on. Well, for one thing, when I do this eye, I can't see the mirror, so it's hard, and I'm literally just doing this from my phone into my phone. The phone is all I can see, so I must be one with the phone. That's so pretty. Now, nobody talks about how clumpy your lashes get. I'm gonna wear falsies, but not all of us wanna wear falsies when we're wearing a liquid shadow. So a lash comb, and I just shut my eye on it. It's a lot safer this way. Doug, please. And I just comb out all of that liquid shadow gunk. Now we're back to full floof. But it really does get in the lashes. It can, especially when you're really intensifying like I just did. Give me a little whispery wing. Please let me have one. Don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to do till my eye shape completely changes. So I'm on the wing wagon still. But I do love using the E26 and a gel liner like this. I just like has a lot more control with the folds. And whenever I hop back on and I have it so much darker, all I've done is layered. Layering can take me a second though. So if you're ever wondering, did she add something else? No, she just took way too long layering. But that's me. You don't have to do this. When you stare this close into a phone, into a mirror every single day, you just see too much. So, just a little meticulous. I'm gonna do one of my favorite pairs of lashes. This is from Pink Puree. This is the style Sweet Pea, and they're called pre-mapped. So they're really easy to put on. I just brush some lash glue across my lash, I'm trying to say on the skin right above my lashes. And then I'm just gonna place them really nicely. And I'm just gonna do this one. I'm not gonna bring it all the way over. Now it is important that we let that lash glue kind of even sit just a little bit longer before we clamp. Also, I'm gonna take Sheila and do that a couple times. Glue is really a sabotager. It wakes up and chooses makeup violence daily, because then it just wants to pull off, and now we're good. Wipe, wipe, wipe. And then I clamp from this side. I want to give you another tip. Can you believe it? This isn't as important for day-to-day life, but I know I have a lot of working makeup artists, people that are on set. And I know by now most of us understand that we don't want the glue to be visible, but what I like to do is I love to take black eyeshadow. Now notice I don't have my makeup done. If I need to, I could take away the fallout, but I probably won't have to because that black shadow is really going to adhere. I'm going to use that kind of tacky glue to my advantage. And I'm really going to push this into the lash line, and sometimes I'll even come from underneath. And the E26 just really kind of pushes it in between the lashes really, really nicely. And it makes sure that everything is nice and blended, the glue is covered, and it just adds extra tight line depth. And you can even, while it's a little bit tacky, you can still adjust the lashes and really push them where you want them. Yes. So I already know, with this color eyeshadow, this purpley blue lavender situation, this is gonna make this look more yellow than it already does on its own. So I like to take this shade of purple blush. This is Rare Beauty and it's the shade Spirited. And I even like that it's in a mini because for my skin tone, I use this mainly as a color corrector. So this is a good one to have in your collection if things tend to turn a little too yellow on you. Also, don't mix on your face. Don't do that. I'm doing it because I know where we're going, where we're heading, how to do this. But obviously, if you feel comfortable, please do. But if you don't, and this is kind of your first time, don't do this. This is just too sassy. Get comfortable with it, and then, oh, I love makeup. I was saying get comfortable with how much you know you need, and then put it on your face. But I've been doing this for, a little while. I've been dabbling in color theory for a minute. So I knew exactly how much we needed. Mind you, that's where we were. This is where we needed to be. Here it is mixed on the back of my hand. I mean, that just looks like me. It's a me. That's a me. I'm sorry, I'm so silly sometimes that I still just have so much joy while I do my makeup that it does make me a little silly. Where did my brush go? If you are laughing at all, thank you for laughing with me. You don't want to get wild and just do blush before concealer and have a blushy fun moment. This is actually one of my favorite colors of blush. It's such a summery shade to me. This is shade 50.5. Look at how fun that is. And it just blends out so beautifully, but I do like to use it a little bit under concealer as well. Don't be afraid to do that. It doesn't always mean a pink under eye. It can just be a really nice glow. And I'm gonna blend this out with the C32 around the eye. And then the edges I'll blend with a C41 down here. I really like this double wear concealer. I've been wearing it almost a year now, and I love the applicator, I love the colors, I love the formula. I love it. I don't know what I don't like about it. I can't think of anything. Melt that in. So like you get a really nice even blend on your blush when you do this. Melty, melty. I've actually been reaching for this a lot. This is the Melt Cosmetics Edward Scissorhands collab. The shade is Because You Asked Me To. And I've been loving this as a blush transition. If you have a lighter skin tone, I feel like you would just love this as a blush. But if you have a light to medium like me, medium, maybe even medium tan, this as a blush transition is really, really fun. I really, really like it. I love how it almost feels like a face powder. It's such a large pan, and then the texture is just a really blurring, kind of setting texture, if that makes sense. You know how we have a pressed powder that has a very specific, very blurring setting texture? This blush has that texture, and I love it. Now my Givenchy powder. You know what? Let me make sure my under eye is nice and smooth. Remember, fine lines are normal, but makeup kind of gathering inside of them, we don't have to have that. So just kind of press that out, make sure we're not setting any gunk, and then press your powder in. I'm getting wild. I'm using this bronzer that I don't usually like, but you know what? I don't know if I've used it with the C40.5. This shade tends to be a little too warm on me, but since I have my foundation shade so perfect today, I wanted to see what was gonna happen with it. Focus most of it right above my natural contour there, and then bring it up a little bit. I don't know if you know this. I try not to talk about them too much, the brushes, but we did make a different brush as opposed to the original C40. We made the C40.5, and you can see that it's just smaller and it's gonna be a little bit more focused. So this is what we got now. Let's contour our lip first with this lip liner stain. These are cool. I really like these. They got moved somewhere else, and now I've brought them closer to me. This is the shade Lip Lock, and these are from NYX. And I think these are really cool. So here's what's in my mind. This is going to be darker than this. This is actually a lot more here. Let me put it here. I don't want to stain on the back of my hand. This is going to be a lot darker than this if I use a light hand. So what you're going to do, this is Endless Cacao, this is the pencil, this is the lip stain. So by going over this in something similar, it's kind of blurring it and creating more definition. So you're still able to see the lip stain through this, but I'm going to get a soft blur contour with this on top. I don't feel like I do complex lips too much. So now I'm going to take a little bit of a lip stain. This one's going to be a little bit brighter. And I'm just going to hit that kind of in the center. I'm not going to layer it up too heavy either. This is the shade Beautiful. Now while that's drying, I'm going to take our really beautiful shadow. Just place it here, connect it. And then where did Capulets go? It's me, I'm the reason we can't have nice things. Take Capulets. I wipe my brush off here on 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬 and then just connect it. So this spray is also Wonder Skin. It helps it just come off really, really evenly. And I just spray it on 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off. Hey ColourPop, listen, it's me, Rose. Don't know if you remember me. I was wearing tassel pretty heavily for like 6 years straight. This is your glowing lip, and this is the shade Tickle Pink, and this is discontinued, but we need this back because this was a really nice formula, and it was super shiny, super comfortable, but then it still had some opacity to it, and I loved it. So I request that we get this back with a couple more shades and even something maybe even lighter than this one. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. This is probably one of my favorite eyeshadow shades to wear. I will say I wanted to give you a powder option as well, and this is so close. This is MAC's Such a Tool, T-U-L-L-E. Also one of my favorite shades. I don't know, it's a happy color for me. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you for being here. And until the next video, bye for now.